things you're going to have to watch out for when you have coronavirus is your breathing. It's quite tricky because they say to rest, which, believe me, makes a lot of sense, because as you're trying to move, you're gasping for air. You can feel this saliva going down your throat. It's going down to your lungs. It's like mucus. Your chest is heavy. Your chest is painful. And you have a high temperature as well. This is hard work. This is why they call this a respiratory illness. Attacks your respiratory system. I could deal with the flu and the shakes and all that with the flu and the temperature, which is hard enough. But when it attacks my breathing, it's frightening. The bout of coronavirus I had in December was a lot worse than this one. But I do believe that coronavirus, you're immune to it for around 6 months. And you can get it again. Our son Isaac has a fever. He's coughing and sneezing. Partner now, she has it and pregnant, and it's very worrying. But she seems to be okay. My partner seems to be coping with it okay. And our baby, Starshine, coping with it okay. Are you still got temperature, Laura? Your temperature alright? You got a headache? It's one thing characteristic of the coronavirus is headaches, spitting headaches. You can see my head just throbbing. The last 3 days I've had throbbing headaches all around the back of my head, side, continuous.
Sometimes I get out of breath as well.
And you get out of breath as well, do you?
Yeah.
So it does. She's getting the out of breathness, and she's taking iron tablets. How many milligrams of iron are you taking? Is it 321?
I think it's 322.
322 milligrams of iron. And I'm taking the same thing. Because what iron does, it gives you a chance. If you do not take iron and you get deficient in oxygen around your body, you have had it. And that's what scares me. The lack of or the inability for your lungs to distribute oxygen around your body. This is where COVID-19 kills you. That's the deathbed on it. So if you're overweight, your lungs have a harder job to shift oxygen around the body. This is why the coronavirus kills people who are overweight, obese people, people with diabetes, etc., and heart problems, like I have. Some heart medications in my system. I've taken all my stuff, and I've had ginger. I've got Vicks on my chest, Vicks on my neck, and I'm just riding it out. But there's a thing where they say you've got to rest with this COVID-19. But I believe you have to also get up and try and move. And the reason being, you have to get those lungs moving a little to try and work, to try and put oxygen around the body. And when you feel your chest tightening up, you slow down and stop. But there becomes a point when you can't do any of that because the coronavirus gets you that bad. That's when I had Christmas, over the Christmas period. It was so bad, I couldn't even move at all. This one, at this stage now, I can move, but very slow. What a filthy disease, man. Hate it. See, the chest, the respiratory illness, what attacks you. It's really hard work. Like I said, you've got to try and control the coronavirus. I know I might be sounding crazy to you. What I'm trying to do is relax. Try to think about the fear factor, because this disease can kill you. You've got to forget about the fear factor where you can die. It's a high chance of you dying when you have this disease. You mustn't think about the death. You just got to pray to God and think of the present and embrace your life, relax, take all the necessary measures like your hot gingers, apple cider vinegar, take your heart medication, eat well, keep your blood sugar level low, no sweet stuff, keep your blood sugar level low, and drink plenty of water and just rest. I can feel my chest. I feel the chest. I breathe in the chest, just a dull ache, and you feel my chest feels vulnerable. All my respiratory tract I could feel. But again, then again, it's not as bad as the one at Christmas, but it's there. This time around the coronavirus, I started off with a cough for 10 days, a cough for 10 days. Then my chest started to get painful, and it started to get worse. And I took the gingers and lemons, ginger pieces, ate the ginger pieces, and it tended to turn it round. And then it picked up again. Because just as things are getting better, you think you're getting better, and then the virus comes again. It takes you. This coronavirus is not a 1 week or 2 week affair. It lasts a long while. The coronavirus lasts a long while. It's a long, ongoing thing. These are protesters all protesting for the George Floyd's murder. It's pure crazy, because it's not them that's going to be the problem. It's the amount of people they are going to infect. They're going to pick that virus up and spread it everywhere. And that's the problem. There's too many people together, too many people massed together, and they're rioting, so they're in high tempo, they're breathing out strong. There's one thing I've got to say about this coronavirus. The WHO World Health Organization, to me, are a useless piece of crap of organization. No wonder Donald Trump has defunded and not supporting the WHO. They're not fit for purpose. This is my opinion. You have such a deadly disease such as this COVID-19, and it was first alerted and known that this virus was travelling around Wuhan, China. The WHO did nothing to alert the world properly. I mean, take absolute measures to instruct countries to shut their borders immediately. This virus then went to Italy, where the people died in the thousands. People still had their borders open. People were flying from Italy to the UK, to America, everywhere, spreading the disease throughout the world. Did you know the WHO has only recently, about 4 days ago, recommended that everyone wears a face mask. The thing I've got with that is, why didn't they initiate that message at the beginning, when it was known in China that the devastating effects of this disease? So Italy now, all this in Italy, everyone should be wearing masks everywhere in public. So why is it now the WHO has told the world of this? It's a very corrupt organisation. I don't believe the WHO at all. Don't watch them. Just take precautions and look after yourself. The government won't help you. You have to help yourself. I truly believe, from my experience, that no matter what you do, you're going to catch this virus. And this is the reason why they say lockdown. The government advice of lockdown is correct, because this virus is airborne. And what I mean by airborne, there are three particles. The one where a person coughs, and then the first particles hit the floor, hit the surfaces. Just a minute. So I can feel the virus contracting my lungs, my breathing. You can feel it comes in waves. The virus is the first particles from a cough person or sneeze person or person speaking, that hits the floor or surfaces, which lasts for up to 4 days. Next one is the aerosol particles, which is in the air for 10 minutes, and you can breathe those in. A mask can catch probably 80-75% of it. And then you have the fine particles in the air, which lives for around 3 hours. And those are the particles you have to watch out for. Those are the particles a mask will not 100% protect you from. In fact, there's about, I'd say, 60% chance of you catching that virus even with a mask, because you can catch the virus through your eyes, you catch it through your ears, and it can filter through the mask. So it depends on the situation, how long you're out for, whether you move the mask or whether there's gaps in the mask. We're all going to catch the virus just like a flu, because the virus is airborne. It's travelling in the air. So it's just a matter of time. I can see why Boris Johnson went for herd immunity. I can see why he did it. I can see why he did it. And he went, it's like British, they're very tough. He went to go for that virus. So I'll give it to Boris Johnson that way. He's tough. And he went to go for that herd immunity. Stuff this virus, let's go for it. That's the thing with the British, they're very tough people. And they went to go for that virus. Herd immunity, bang. Stuff it. Don't let this virus take control of our nation. Let's attack it. The problem with that, we didn't know the severity and danger of this virus, how bad it was, and that's the risk of being taken on a herd immunity. But I can see his point of trying to go for that, because we don't know about this virus. But the WHO, World Health Organization, I call Doctor Who and the Daleks, exterminate them. They're just no good, not fit for purpose. And this is just my opinion, based on my experience, what I've seen, and the way I've seen them perform. It's awful. People are just in danger and not protected. So you will have to look after yourself, because people are lying to you, media is lying to you. You don't know what's true. So the virus is out there, just look after yourself. So for me, it's a matter of emergency to lose weight. To me, it's a matter of emergency now. I've been on a meat-free diet for now 2 months and 2 days. No meat at all. I think it's 2 months and 2 days, around that approximately anyway. And I feel a lot better and able to cope with the COVID-19 this time round than Christmas, where I was eating meat, turkey, sweets, no fizzy drinks, apart from an appetizer. But when you're eating heavy and you indulge in the wrong way, the wrong foods, all this does is help the virus along. I'm just giving you this advice based on my experience. You don't have to take it for hand, but it may save you the things I do, like take the iron, the points I mentioned on iron, taking iron tablets, and using the ginger pieces, root ginger root, chewing them in your mouth, and it'll burn all your mouth. You feel the heat go down your throat. Hot lemon and honey, sip that down as well. Apple cider vinegar, take that as well. Eat healthy, keep your blood sugar level low, because the sugar feeds the virus. The sugar will feed the virus and kill you quicker. Your blood sugar level is dangerous, keeping that high too. That feeds the virus. And also fatty foods. They help spread mucus in the body. One thing I find, and I'd like people with the coronavirus to share this with me. One thing I find with the coronavirus, when you're lying down at times, is worse than sitting upright. While I lie down, sometimes I find my lungs filling with fluid. You can feel it, and it's harder to breathe. And sometimes I have to sit upright to relieve the pressure on my lungs. I don't know if there's any doctors out there watching this, but tell me if I'm right or not, that when you're lying down, it can be worse with the coronavirus lying down because the fluid fills into the lungs quicker. When you sit upright, you get a bit more relief in the breathing. What you've got to avoid is pneumonia. That's the one you've got to avoid. Pneumonia is deadly. What other advice can I give? Eat well, eat nutritional food, carry on taking your vitamin D, carry on taking your vitamin C, make sure you keep hydrated. No chocolates, no sweets, don't drink milk. Keep your milk intake very low or zero. I've got 2 children and 1 on the way. A lovely partner. I cannot afford to die. I cannot. I just can't believe it. Protesters, man. I can understand their passion, because I can understand what the policeman done, murdered the guy in cold blood. But come on, it's common sense. COVID-19 around, to be protesting, it's just lethal, deadly. I know one thing for real is that the COVID-19 is here. I've heard conspiracy theorists say that it's not here, and I can understand what they mean, because the way this media and the way the WHO, World Health Organization, has dealt with things has made you people. What's the word? I can't find the word, man. Maybe people worried and suspicious about their behaviour, and makes you doubt whether there's a virus or not. But let me tell you, I've had it twice. The COVID-19 is here, and it's killing people. I don't know what rate it is, because you don't know the figures, whether they're telling the truth on the news. I find news are very corrupt. But I'll tell you one thing, this thing kills people. It's killed a friend of mine, around age 35. He's died of it. And he died within 3 hours of gone on the ventilator, later in hospital. And if you're overweight or got any health problems, this virus will take you very quick. My legs are burning up, my legs are really hot. Bottom part of my legs are like fire, they're really hot. Every now and then I've got to take the sheet off me. I've got to take the sheet off my body. But the reason why I have the sheet on me, I think it's very important to get your chest warm, because you take the sheets off, the cool chill get into your lungs, and that could be devastating. I've got my windows open, so I've got a lot of air flowing through the home. It's very important to have air flowing through the home. If you've got windows shut and the home's too warm, it's devastating. You'll feel it when you're breathing. It's the breathing. This disease is it's horrible. The breathing. That's what it is, this horrible disease. And then your headaches, the fatigue, you feel weak. If you don't feel weak in that, you ain't got COVID-19. The weakness is unbelievable. Gasping for breath, weakness. It's horrible. Headaches, temperature. All the coughs and the sneezes are all the preliminary effects. When they die down, the coughs and the sneezes get the temperature and the chest. And when the chest comes in, you're gonna feel it. Laura,
Yeah.
when you finish, can you bring us some ginger pieces for us? Just 2.
Yeah.
And a small glass of water. Some ginger pieces and a small glass of water. No more than 2.
Alright, I've just got breastfeeding now.
My partner's very good. She's helped me. We help each other. When she's down, I help her when I'm down. She helps me a lot. She's an unbelievable woman. You look at people in Brazil, the death toll in Brazil is so high. People dying in Brazil. I believe this virus it's not ended yet. There's a path it has to take, and I believe it has mutated already. But when it finishes its course, depends on what sort of disease this is. This disease can wipe out millions. I believe millions of people. I personally never had anything like this before. Never. But it happened to us Christmas. We didn't know what the hell was going on. I told my partner, what is this? What's going on here? All of us were ill, badly ill. My daughter at age 12 weeks, coughing to death, he died. Temperature. My son, he was shaking, young son. My partner ill. Myself, almost died of pneumonia. I was going to the hospital twice. I got treated with antibiotics and that seemed to work on the chest. But that was extremely 5 weeks. I did it for 5 weeks and probably 5 days over the Christmas period and New Year. It totally ruined my Christmas. It totally wrecked it. We've actually still got a Christmas tree up. Our tree is still up. The Christmas is such a mess. We just kept it up as a memorial for this coronavirus and how bad our Christmas was taken away from us. It's one thing you need. You need a lot of rest. The coronavirus is within the family. It's already in. We've all got it. My partner's showing symptoms of it. Son Isaac is showing symptoms of it with regard of coughs and sneezes. But he's very strong. Young ones definitely deal with the coronavirus differently than we adults do. I think the older you are, the more devastating coronavirus is. Because our immune system, for some reason, is not as good as a young person's immune system. I'd be very frightened to get in a plane or aircraft or coach, train. I'd be terrified to get in there with people close together. This virus is not the washing of the hands or the wearing of the mask. It's the small particles, the fine particles that you can't see. Those ones that can sneak through the mask, through your eyes. That's the one you can't avoid. And I think that who knew this, they knew the virus can't be controlled. That's why some governments were not quick to issue masks to people, because they knew the mask is useless. That's why they say the mask is useless. It can't protect you from the small particles, which really infect you. That's the one that's infecting people. The small particles. You can wash your hand 1,000 times a day. You can wash your face, your hands, your clothes. But the small particles you can't beat, you cannot avoid. As soon as you walk into a supermarket with the air conditioning on, one person infected sneezes, it goes throughout the whole supermarket. My face is burning up, man, burning up. It's important not to be stressed as well. Not to be stressed, to be relaxed. Anyhow, I'm going to take a good nap. I need some rest. And thanks for watching. Please, if any of you who got COVID-19, the coronavirus symptoms, please do share your experiences with me. And remember, take your iron, take your vitamin D. Drink enough water. Stay away from sugars, stay away from fatty foods, eat healthy. By eating healthy, you give your body a chance. Eat junk food, you're going to die faster. Hope you enjoy the vlog, and thanks for watching. Jeez, my arms, it's so hot, arm temperature, jeez. Oh, thank you. Thanks. It's water, yeah? Mineral filtered water.
Root ginger.
And root ginger. Just 2 pieces I want. Yeah, 2 pieces of root ginger. I put it in my mouth. It treats my throat and the lungs. Thanks for that.
Anything else?
Oh man, it's hot.
Something to eat.
Oh, jeez. Eat a piece of ginger and you drink some water with it because it's so hot. It burns all down your throat, down to your lungs, which is very good for you. I chew all the ginger bit, the flavour out of ginger, and spit the bit out. You can eat it if you wish, but I can't eat the stuff. Oh, So you can feel the health benefits of that. It's going down my throat and mouth. It's all on fire. The whole lot down to my lungs. You feel the relief. You can feel the relief as you take ginger. So buy some root ginger, peel it, slice it, and just take 2 bits at a time. I had 5 bits earlier on, but I can't take 5 bits now. It's too hot. 2 bits is enough. Another thing you can do is slice the ginger and boil it for 20 minutes in water, simmer, and drink. That's what I mean by looking after yourself. You have to treat the virus when you got it. You got to look. There's things you can do to ensure your survival or give yourself a chance of survival. If you do nothing, you'll just perish. The disease will just wrap your body up and kill you. These measures will prevent me from going to hospital. I hope, anyway. Because if you go to hospital and you have to go on the ventilator, it's a very high chance, I would say 80% chance, that you're going to die. It's burning all my throat, all that is burning, mouth, lips, everywhere. I can feel it down here, down to here. It has given me some relief. Try and breathe. Because by doing this, you're encouraging your lungs to send oxygen around your body via the iron you've taken, the iron supplements. So you put in iron around the body. It is vital that your heart, lungs, kidneys, brain receive an adequate amount of oxygen. If it's oxygen deficient, your organs are going to shut down one by one, and this is what kills you. I have to keep repeating it because this is what kills you with the COVID-19. You have kidney pains, liver pains, heart pains because there's not enough oxygen getting to those organs. Headaches because there's not enough oxygen going to your brain. So you suffer terrible headaches. The virus also causes headaches anyway. The fever in the body. Your body's fighting it. Your immune system don't know what this disease is. So it's very confused. So this confusion can also cause your death. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I'm going to get some sleep now. I need to sleep, need to rest. Thanks for watching.
A special thank you from the heart.
I'ma need that refill. Hit her with that comeback. Now shorty feel like Z-Quill. Zipping up my Y3, zipping up my OG. Won't stand by me, then act like they know me. Money in my missed calls, got me crisscross. Look at him, he off my covered in lip gloss. I'm smarter than she thinking, way cooler than your last man. Came to leave some blunt guts and rubbers in your trash can. I've been thought since yesterday, a clock lip. I'm on one, stacking paper like I'm trying to take it on the long run. Think I'm on a roll like butter, baby, land a lake. I'm like mother, the government, a hater, and a Jake. I've been off the antidote, I got no time to annotate. Got a feeling choosy, I think I'm the greatest candidate. Live it up, life too quick, right around my new lemonade, my cognac, hitters in my contact. Live it up, life too quick, right around my new lemonade, my cognac, hitters in my contact. Live it up, life too quick, right around my new lemonade, my cognac,